Rod, a 0-0 draw, would you say that's a fair result?
Yeah, very tough game. You have to give Welling a lot of credit. We went with the side today and brought Mickey in midfield. We knew it was going to be a real ding-dong. They're a big strong side, and they're well organised. And I think, you know, for the neutral it probably wouldn't have been the best football game. But for knowing what how both teams are, and the likes of me and Steve, you know, we want our teams to be aggressive, and I think you see that today in two teams. And I said to the boys there, you know, one thing I was pleased about, I felt they went out and they had a right go. It wasn't a game for getting the ball down and trying to play silky football. Pitch doesn't really give you that anyway. It was a case of winning your personal battles, keeping your shape. We still created some very good chances, which if you look on reflection of the game, I think we had a lot more chances than them. And we had some massive penalty shouts that we never got. So, you know, overall, have I got to go in there and be disappointed? Not really. We're not going to go and win every game. Coming on the back of last week's defeat, which again that we should have probably got something out of there. It was important today that we managed to get something out of the game. And said to the boys, well done. You know, I'm quite proud of you. You've gone out there, and you know that was a very, very, very tough game. It was very physical. There was a lot of off the ball stuff going on. You know, if anything, I'll be honest, I don't think the referee really took control of a game like that too well. But then, in the other hand, you could say, well, it's a tough game to probably be a referee in, so I can get that side of it. But overall, I thought we'd done okay. We didn't play as much football, but you know, Ratey goes and buries one of them chances that we got in there early doors. Great ball from Mickey. And that's what we need to do. We just need to unlock teams and score some goals, and that's been our problem at the minute. So there we go. But we move on, and I take it as a good point, because if you look what they've done, they went to Concord and smashed them 4-0. If you look what they've done against opposition this year, that's why they're sort of sitting in around the playoffs. So there's no easy games, and that's a tough game. And I think Steve will go away from here probably saying he's quite happy with a point. And being the home manager, obviously I've got to say no, I always look for the 3, but on reflection of a tough game, it was a very, very tough game, and we have to settle for a point.
And the referee kept giving a few little niggly fouls here and there constantly. Would you say that kind of broke up any chance of making any flowing attacks?
Listen, it is what it is with referees, isn't it? I mean, I'm walking out to do my interview and their players outside are saying how the referee's balls are going. You know, obviously I can't keep going on about referees, but people who pay their money come in and watch the game, and yeah, some really strange things that go on out there, but that's the game now. That's what I'm learning. I've got to live with it. It's the game. You know, to me, we've had 3 or 4 penalties here today, and they could have had one in. I see one that could have been given a penalty on Elliott. He goes straight up the other end, Pauls gets pulled back, and you know, and then we've had another couple with Batty. So, listen, as far as I'm concerned, Batty got sent off today because the referee allowed him to get that frustration on some of his decisions, and you know, he's been around and he should know better than that. But overall, I don't think he meant anything in the actual tackle that got that he got sent off on. I just think he got there a bit late. But to be honest, the truth, we took a silly booking for dissent before that. So yeah, but overall, I think, you know, we have to say, look, we move on to the next game, take what positives we can. Our positives at the moment are today. I think we've gone out there and we've played I wouldn't say we played well, but I think we've gone out there and we've put in a real shift. And I think the boys have had to go out there and work hard. And you know, people can say, well, that's standards, but that means that what they're not doing is giving Welling any respect, and Welling deserve respect.
Scott Bennett came off holding what could be an injury. Do you know the extent of that yet?
Not really, no. He sort of come in at half time and sort of said he'd be okay, but looking at it, he obviously wasn't. But I thought he played well today. Scotty gave us a bit of the old Scotty Fenwick back, went up top, got amongst it, you know, had some good battles up there with their centre halves. So hopefully, you know, he ain't going to be out too long if he is going to be out. So he's normally a tough lad, but yeah, you know, we're still work in progress, and I think we, unfortunately, for whatever reason, we seem to be better away from home. Is that because, what is it? I don't know. But we'll find out next week, and if we go and win at Wealdstone, then everybody say that we are better away from home, so we need to find out why we can't get that form we get at home. But as I say, you know, I've took out my footballers today, and I've played some what I'd say is a bit more rigid players in there to compete with the battle, and I think they've done that.